YouTube, what the crap's going on? Patchy Spartan here, back in Halo 5 Guardians. And I know that some of you wanted me to get some good Warzone action going for you. The live stream I played, I did rather awful, which is not completely unexpected for me. I'm not a pro player of any caliber on this game, but I did want to get you some good Warzone gameplay and kind of talk through, at least on this map. So there's 3 different Warzone maps right now. I'm sure there'll be more in the future. We've been promised a lot more maps. This is March on Stormbreak, and we're going to just kind of talk through this match. Obviously, if I'm showing it to you, I just sat here and talked about how I wanted to show you a good match. So that's obviously what this is. Trying to show you a good match. Okay, so we got this coming up. Yeah, so not just a good match because my team does well, but there's some key things in here that I think will be a good opportunity to call out some strategies. Warzone is actually quite strategic. Whenever I first saw it, I thought it was just going to be constantly a big cluster, and that it would, you know, tend to be one of those things where people were just going on crazy streaks with their legendary drops and stuff like that. But there's actually really kind of, at least right now, a real rhyme and a reason on how to win a Warzone. But there's multiple ways in which it can be done. Now, I say that, in general, the team that's going to win is the team that takes down the legendary bosses, because they are worth so many points. And on this map, it's definitely an interesting start because, geez, do you mind, Spartan Palmer? I'm trying to talk here. Shut your face. So, in any case, yeah, on this map in particular, a legendary boss starts off right in the beginning in the middle base out of the 3, and this is not me. Let's see, where am I at? I don't know why it doesn't start on your character to begin with. It's kind of redonkulous. Really? Where am I at? There we go. Alright. So, got that all pulled up. So yeah, this is me playing at the moment. We're gonna watch as the map plays out. Obviously right now we're just kind of cleaning out the base. You see me manage to ground pound that soldier against the wall. It's kind of funny. So this map, one thing that I feel like is going to be an appropriate strategy is that, again, a legendary Promethean starts off in the, well, I say starts off in the fortress, which is the base in the middle, and it's definitely something that you shouldn't take for granted. So like, I'm helping my teammates clear out this base. Yeah, so it's Commander Locaghost. So anyway, you're going to see me just immediately bolt for the fortress. And it's important that you get into the fortress and get a good fighting position on Commander Locaghost right away. So your team, when it comes to capturing whichever armory is on your side of the map, depending on whether you're red or blue, don't focus on sticking around in that armory for too long with too many people. You know, leave 1 or 2 people to capture it. And then honestly, I would send 1 or 2 people through the tunnels. This is if I was actually coordinating a team effort, to go over and put pressure on the other team's just captured armory, and then send everybody else into the fortress here. Clear out the Prometheans, but again, it's very important to start getting your team in position to kill Commander Locaghost. You have to watch out. Like, this dude over here has a light rifle. If your shields go down, he can jack you up. So it's important to get rid of all those different characters. So now you can see Commander Locaghost, and really the best way to kill this guy, it's early in the game, you don't really have power weapons. So get one of your teammates to kind of keep him busy, wait for his health to drop a little, then get up behind him and ground pound his face. So that's what you're going to see me doing right here. And there you go. That's how easy it is. And you get 150 points just like that, and you put your team in a really good position to capture the Spire. Capturing, sorry, not the Spire, the fortress. Capturing the fortress on this map is absolutely key. You can win without holding the fortress. I've done it before, but if you don't get in there and kill Commander Locaghost, your team is going to start off at a massive disadvantage. You can come back, and the reason why it's important to hold the fortress, I mean, you're not going to get tons of points off of bases. You do get points off of base. This is not me either. It's, well, or is it? No, it switched off my character again when I died. That's so freaking. So anyway, you're not gonna. I'm getting a wreck right now, so it switched to the other guy. Maybe it would have automatically come back. I'm gonna leave this nameplate on the screen so I can see who it's on. In any case, I was picking me up battle rifle here. So this battle rifle has the kinetic energy bolts. I think they make it a little bit better versus vehicles. So that's why it has like kind of the cool Promethean crap on the end of it. Plus, it's pretty satisfying to see your enemy disintegrate when you kill them. The needler on this game is redonkulous, and you can see all the needles poking out of my visor there that I just got a couple of new eye holes. It is redonkulous, the needler is, but, you know, if you're quick, really, if you start getting shot by it, just dodge real fast, or make them miss something. So I decided to bring up a vehicle to try and be a pest. We're losing the fortress, which is frustrating, because like I said, it is important to hold it, and the main reason is because there's going to be several legendary bosses that spawn in right outside of the fortress, and not having control of it is going to make it a lot more difficult to kill those bosses. Here I'm going to just bring a ghost in. This is just to be a pest. I was hoping to get to the fortress before it was captured. I was too slow. So now I've just kind of got the ghost in here being a pest. And, you know, I'm not going to be particularly effective in this ghost, but sometimes even just distracting enemies can be worthwhile. Just because you're going to keep some fire off your teammates, more or less, if they're trying to capture. I got the Warthog kill there, +1 assist. Anyway, yeah, you can keep the enemy off your teammates who are trying to get in the door and actually capture the place. So just being there in a vehicle is going to bring some chaos, which is nice. So, you know, low-level vehicles like the Ghost can be handy for this, or the Warthog. But at the same time, like, if you use too many of your rec points too early, it can end up being a bad thing, because there's going to be legendary bosses coming in, and you're going to want to have the right requisitions to take out those legendary bosses. Now, my favorite requisition of choice when it comes to killing enemy bosses is honestly the Spartan laser. There's other ways to do it, but when you have the Spartan laser, you're inconspicuous if people don't see you using it. Whereas, you know, like if you come out in a Scorpion tank, everybody knows where you're going and what your purpose is, and they're going to be all over you. Look at this bad aim. Finally get a few shots on them. I'm using this assault rifle that also has the little Promethean energy bolts on the end. Again, it does a little more damage to vehicles. That's where it's going to be handy. And I believe... yeah, I saw a teammate going through the tunnel to go capture the armory on the other side, and I realized that that's what I want to do, and I start getting shot. And I've got this guy chasing me, so I'm going to play a little cat and mouse with him, see if I can get my shields back, and I do. And then I didn't realize I had another guy behind me, but at least I picked up the kill real quick. You saw me switch over to the assault rifle. Some people would question that because they're really good with the battle rifle at any range. Sometimes, though, if someone's not like a pro with the battle rifle, if you switch to an assault rifle at close range, you can kind of throw them off by putting a lot of shots on them, and they might get worried, and while they're strafing around trying to dodge you, if they miss a few headshots, you'll get them. At close range, the assault rifle is definitely a danger, even to someone wielding the BR well, because it doesn't take particularly long to kill or to get a melee. But again, the BR is quite good at almost any range, especially if you're a more skilled player. And now you can see the red team here coming out because there's a Promethean character warping in. So again, I get the Spartan laser, and I wanted to kill this Knight Luminary. You can see our team kind of has him here, and I decided to just forego the Spartan laser because we had him pretty much killed. But that's what the red team was trying to do. They were coming out here to try and basically steal that kill from our team. That's pretty much one of the only other bosses besides the end boss on this base that spawns really outside of the fortress. So that's why the red team was pushing. It was a smart move on their part. They just weren't able to capitalize on it. Yeah, get yourself lasered. So, good old Spartan laser. It's hard to beat that. Anyway, I've got the Spartan laser. I need to keep it safe because I know that soon the next boss is going to come up, and it's going to be Captain Wamik, and he's going to be in a Banshee outside the fortress. And of course, one great way to bring down the Banshee is a Spartan laser. So that's why I've got my Spartan laser pretty much ready, and I'm gonna be kind of safe with it. I have it a little earlier than intended here, and I don't know if I have time to earn, you know, all 5 energy points back before that. I mean, we can take that off the screen so you can see my energy points down there underneath my name tag. So yeah, essentially, I'm just kind of biding my time. We are losing when it comes to the number of bases controlled. So I'm just kind of trying to guard this base to make sure that the enemy isn't able to capture it, because they did make several attempts, but right there, that's what I was waiting for. So I've got my eye on the prize. Killing Spartans is fun, and that's what I'd rather be doing at the moment, but when it comes to being a key player for the game, getting that kill on Lokagos at the beginning, I mean, look, otherwise we'd be losing because they control the fortress. And see how the red team's going down there, getting ready to try and kill Captain Wamik, or whatever his name is, that's coming in the Banshee. That guy had a railgun and just about got me. So, see what I'm doing? I'm not going to just take a shot at him right away. his shields are the little white bar, and I know that the Spartan laser won't kill him unless his health is down below about 70%. So I'm letting the enemy team get all these shots and basically do the work for me. And see again how inconspicuous I am. I can just hide back here. Zap. 150 points for our team. Just like that. So now we're way ahead of the red team. So far in this game I've been totally clutch. I've got 3 boss takedowns already. So I mean, getting Spartan kills is important. I think the most important part of, you know, if you're gonna be one of those people that's like, I just want Spartan kills, where you get those Spartan kills and how you get them is going to be important if that's what you want to do. So, for instance, if you know that a boss is spawning in and you know the enemy is going to be coming from a certain direction, that's where you want to camp out, get the right weapon, and get yourself a crap load of Spartan kills, and you'll still be a huge help to your team, even though you're just sitting there killing Spartans. Another ghost. They finally got rid of me though, so my little laser spree is over there. Wasn't really a complete laser spree, I think I only got 3 kills with it, but they were good kills. Captain Wamik was 150 points, and again, because we're only 1 base to their 2, we'd be losing right now without those boss takedowns that we were able to get. Now, again, you saw that one of the strategies there was I was letting the enemy kill Captain Wamik to the point where my laser could one-shot him. If I would have been like all hasty, like, woo, I got the laser, I'm going to kill Captain Wamik, and just nailed him right off the bat, I would have damaged him real badly, and then the enemy team would have finished him off with their BRs. So again, knowing when to strike on a boss is very, very critical, and knowing how to strike on a boss is critical. And then it's also very important to understand how the enemy team is going to have an opportunity to do the same, and then depriving them of that. So if you know they need a certain approach in order to get to that boss, cover that approach while the rest of your teammates are taking care of you know, the other areas. That guy had a shotgun. Screwed me up at close range. Anyway, so yeah, at this point they're trying to capture our last base. Really don't want to let that happen because, you know, we're winning and it'd be a real crying shame to let them get access to our core. So, I mean, the enemy's putting up a decent fight here. If you look at the score, we've got 2 legendary takedowns, and these guys are still all over us. And right here I spawned in the Whiplash, which is I don't know if it's uncommon or rare. I think it's one of the 2, but it's basically an upgraded railgun that has 2 shots per magazine, and it doesn't charge up as long before it shoots. And I'm making sure that I don't get myself killed before I get a chance to use it. But the Whiplash is an awesome, awesome requisition in my opinion, because I love the railgun, and the Whiplash is just like the railgun on steroids. It's fantastic. And these guys keep trying to take me out before I get a chance to use it. I'm not real happy about that. But I decide, alright, you know, it's time to give the enemy some love with this railgun. That guy got killed. It's disappointing. Waste a shot, of course, out there. And then I see this guy and I'm like, you can have one. Get yourself a railgun. Anyway, yeah, this railgun is amazing. Like, any railgun is amazing. It's one of my favorite power weapons, to be honest. It's not great against vehicles. It's okay against like a ghost or a mongoose, warthogs, light stuff. But against a scorpion or something else like that, it's not going to be so good. I decided not to waste a shot on that guy because he's pretty much dead anyway. So again, just trying to be careful, not get myself shot. This railgun could come in handy with some upcoming bosses too. So I definitely want to use it against the enemy. Actually snagged me a double kill there, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, you can see that the strategy's working here. We're ahead by points. We don't even really have to worry that much about the base push because we're so far ahead on points from the boss kills. As long as we can keep them out of this base, we should be good. Now, we definitely should be capturing the other base, and on this map there's some tunnels kind of back in the back, and it gives you a chance to kind of go around the map, and it's a great way to push, but it's also a good thing to be aware of so that you can keep an eye on the enemy team and make sure they're not getting back to your original base that you captured. So fortunately, friendly fire is not on in Warzone because I just about got my own guy there. But yeah, just gonna really kind of be a big nuisance with this railgun. The enemy's been pushing out here along this causeway. I don't know how that guy didn't get it. I must have just barely missed him. But a lot of these guys have long shot BRs at this point, and so I don't have any long shot BRs yet. I haven't opened any. I'm like, oh, that's a scorpion tank. I'm gonna take a shot on it real quick and then back up because he didn't get a shot on me. He definitely could have. My teammates swamp him right there though, and we're about to get him. Gonna go ahead and pop another shot on him. I think that I assisted in getting rid of the guy in the turret, but just trying to clear that tank out. We don't want the tank to get up here and pin us down in the base. Honestly, with a scorpion tank, they seem like it's a great offensive weapon if you're just kind of new to the game. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna take the scorpion tank and roll over all my enemies. Don't do it. The scorpion tank is actually kind of a defensive weapon. You want to kind of set it up at a distance and keep it away from the enemy's reach, basically. I'm going to jump up on this too because I was worried they'd throw a grenade down low, so I was going to hopefully make myself safe. But yeah, the Scorpion tank, use it defensively. Set up back at a distance where you can kind of keep yourself safe from being boarded, and use the distance and the deadliness of that Scorpion tank to really take advantage of it. You can also use it to kill bosses, but you just have to be careful again. Don't push it up into a group of multiple enemies. There's a lot of enemies in a Warzone game, and it's just something to be aware of that you can wow, really whiffed those last 2 shots, but at least we got ourselves a few kills with it. I'm going to come back in here and look for another gun to replace my empty railgun. Don't know if I can find one on the ground here at the moment. I could always go in there and just call a requisition in, like to get another assault rifle. It wouldn't take any rec points, but I'm just like, whatever, we'll just go over here and kill someone and take their gun. Except that I get like triple teamed. So yeah, I definitely should have backed out of that situation a little sooner. But again, you can see the game's going well for us. The enemy has made up a lot of points by owning those 2 bases, and to be honest, it looks like they're kind of just pooping on us when it comes to Spartan kills. We'll kind of take a look here. Yeah, total Spartan kills. The other team is doing much better than us on Spartan kills, and that's where they're making up some of the numbers between the base capture and the Spartan kills. The Spartan kill's still a point. So every time they're getting us here, they're getting a point. And I have not been, I've been great against the bosses. I haven't been that good against the enemy Spartans so far in this battle. But again, the bosses are really the way to win the game. When you know you're searching for 1,000 points and a guy has 150 points, 50 points, 25, whatever it is above his head, that's who you want to be going for. Like, even killing one of the weak bosses is the same thing as killing 25 Spartans. So, I mean, it's definitely worth your while to play the bosses and to work as a team to do that. And, whenever I played this game here, I wasn't using a headphone. I was just sitting on the couch next to Mrs. Air while we were relaxing. You can be a team player without having a headset on or be necessarily listening to team chat. You just have to be aware of the map and the surroundings. I mean, so in my case, it's just knowing that boss was there, kind of seeing that, there's people capturing our armory, armory. There was people capturing our armory, so there's no need for me to stay there. Just move on, like just get out of there, move on, start going after the fortress, and then again, once you get in the fortress, don't just sit there and try and take it and kill red guys. Get rid of the Prometheans so you can get to Commander Lokagos, and then again, being very aware of when Captain Wamik was coming in. So again, even though I'm not on the team speak, it's all good. I'm being a team player. I'm playing the objective. And really, that's what's important in Warzone is yes, you can just have fun because this isn't really a competitive mode. But even just having fun, I'm not encouraging everybody to be a tryhard per se, but you can totally have fun and still be a team contributor. That guy almost beam rifled me right there. Or no, that was a plasma caster. Yeah, I ended up getting trashed by a ghost from behind. But anyway, it's just, there's a lot of things you can do to be helpful to the team. Dying is not a big deal really in Warzone because in the end Spartan kills are rarely the deciding factor. Now they can be, so if both teams are kind of trading back and forth between bosses. Now this is an Oni Scorpion. It's a legendary call-in. I got lucky enough to grab one of these out of a gold pack that I unlocked. It is a basically super buffed up Scorpion tank with a better cannon. And we'll see whether or not I use it well. I've used this in a few matches before and done pretty well with it, but the tank can kind of go either way. You can either be kicking butt with it, or you can just get really unlucky and someone's going to hijack you and kill you without doing anything. So calling in one of these is always like a cringe moment because it's either going to be clutch or it's going to be a fail. But I bring it in because I know that soon enough Warden Eternal is going to show up, and I'm thinking the tank would be really good at helping us secure a victory over Warden Eternal. And I'm already missing shots, which is great. And now the enemy team knows where I'm at. They've captured, well, they haven't captured the East Armory, but they're close to it. And I'm going to be surrounded by enemies, basically, which worries me now. Some guy gets in my turret. That's nice of him. Being a team player, going to help protect me. But to be honest, it's almost better to have protection outside the turret sometimes. But I mean, the turret's definitely not bad. I can't seem to hit anybody with this thing right now, which is weird because like normally I do pretty well on the tank. It's hard not to do particularly well on the tank. You can mess it up sometimes, but like I said, it's usually not too bad. Anyway, so again, the idea behind the tank was to get a chance to take out Warden Eternal. This guy over here is jacking with us, and he's got an overshield, and I'm just really worried that he's going to get over here and board me and really tick me off, so that's why I'm playing super conservative. But at the same time, like, yeah, you hear him saying Warden Eternal's here. So I'm too scared to drive past this army when I need to just do it. Just go be decisive and go just get past the army and get up and start, you know, trying to take care of business with Warden Eternal. But instead, I'm over here worried that a single guy is going to board me, and I just sit here and wait forever. Finally, get me a kill there. At least the Scorpion tank gets one kill and it won't die without any. But yeah, I'm just at this point, yeah, I'm not real happy with the way that, you know, I've used this tank. Knowing the enemy controlled this base really wasn't a good time to bring a tank in. And then I shot my own friendly tank there. Fortunately, I don't think there's any friendly fire in this mode. Wasted a shot on a Marine. Now I'm really starting to get surrounded by a lot of enemies, and this is a big mistake here too. See how close I am to cover so that this guy can get close to me? I almost got him with the cannon, but it wasn't quite enough. I got panicky, and my chain gun guy didn't manage to get him either, so now we're dead. Totally wasted a legendary call in there, so that was brilliant. I'm sure most of you are face palming, but hey, at least I got a whole bunch of kills prior to that. And at this point, I know that I had almost enough wreck energy to call in a Spartan Laser. I can definitely tell that Warden Eternal's over there. He's starting to take a little damage. Our other tank just got taken out too, or no? Yeah, I think it did. So at this point, I'm just kind of waiting to get enough wreck points to call in a Spartan Laser, and now I have it. So basically what I'm going to do is just sit back and wait for Warden Eternal. And Warden Eternal, he is beastly. He's not like crazy dangerous. I mean, he can definitely kill you quick, but you just have to be careful because he can take a lot of shots. And you kind of want other people to weaken him, and then again just kind of get sneaky with the Spartan Laser and go for the kill. And I have never killed him yet before this game, so I was really anxious, really wanting to kill him, because if I kill him too, it's going to be a game-winning shot, because the 150 points are going to put us up to 1,000 and win the game. Now you can see Warden Eternal's starting to take a pretty considerable amount of damage. I don't want the enemy team to get him, so now it's time to start lasering him. But again, you can see that laser didn't even do a whole lot per se. And there it is. One of the enemies almost got me there, but you know, see, he was playing smart. He was trying to get behind us because he knew what he was doing, but he was just a moment too late. So I got the winning Spartan Laser shot on Warden Eternal. So right there, 2 legendary takedowns, 4 boss takedowns total, which means that out of the 1,000 points, I earned, I think it was something like 700 there for the team, which was pretty incredible. It was definitely the best performance that I've had in Warzone up to this point, so I was pretty happy about that. I'm going to go ahead and leave the game. Hope you all enjoyed that gameplay. I have more for you coming up, but I'm going to go ahead and cut that one off there. I'll be bringing you more Warzone over time. I really enjoy it. Just to kind of reiterate a few things too, I wanted to hop in the rec store real quick and just, you know, make another quick synopsis of how to handle the rec system. At first I was telling you only to buy gold packs because that's where you get the most legendary ones, and there's 2 that are permanent every time. But that's not really the best idea. Like if you go into the customization, you'll notice that when you go under, like, say, helmet, for instance, you got a whole bunch of these things, and it doesn't say it here, but if you're looking online, you can see that most of these are just what they call common cards, meaning that you don't have to buy a gold pack to get them. And you don't get a guaranteed unlock, or you don't get a guaranteed permanent card in the bronze packs, but you get them frequently. And the bronze packs are only 1,250 points to buy, as opposed to 5,000 for silver and 10,000 for gold. Now, yes, you can get more rare or legendary cards in the silver and gold, but most of the unlocks in the game are common. And so the best way to handle this is to spend all your points on the bronze packs until you have unlocked most of the common ones, and you're not seeing any more common unlocks coming to you in the packs anymore. And that's the time at which you know you should go ahead and step it up into silver and then on into gold. Because the game can occasionally give you like a legendary drop, but it's not going to want to. It's going to want to unlock your common stuff first. And so if you kind of go through here and force the common stuff out, when it has to give you a permanent unlock in these packs, which it does, and the only options left are rare or legendary, that's what you're going to get. And so to me, you know, it seems like it's a lot faster to just hit these. You'll notice the last time I showed you my level of unlock, it was much lower. Now I'm up to 11% on armor, which doesn't sound like a lot. There's a ton of armors. And I have gotten a ton of different helmets and stuff since the last time. I mean, remember how many helmets I had last time? Look how many more I have now just from bronze packs. And this is just me playing a few games after work each day. So it does not require like an all-day Halo event. I'm not a full-time gamer. So again, same thing here. I've already unlocked a lot of armors. And again, it's because all these are common armors. and you can just get them rather quickly. Same thing with like loadout weapons. Look, I'm all the way up to 22% here. Last time I didn't have hardly anything. So now I've already unlocked all these battle rifles. Last time I only had one. Other than that, and same thing, or assault rifle. Same thing with battle rifle. I only had like one different one, which is the silence one. I unlocked 4 more over the last couple days. So it's definitely the faster way to go. And some of these armor mods can even unlock that way too. So what I would recommend again is spending most of your time on the bronze packs when you start out, and then move up to the gold packs. Definitely good advice if you're looking to unlock your stuff. I really don't like this armor that my guy's wearing. So, well, I don't mind the armor as much, but let's switch it up. See what we get here. Recruit, engineer, argonaut, nomad, legionnaire, huh? Nomad's pretty cool. Legionnaire is actually pretty sweet. I don't like the legionnaire helmet as much, but let's see what helmet goes good with this. Thinking maybe EVA. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, we'll do that for a while. There you go. So the customization's fun. I hear a lot of people complaining about the rec packs. I really don't know why. I get it. Some people are like, I just don't like microtransactions in my game. You don't have to buy any. I haven't bought any, and I've unlocked a ton of crap. You get points faster than I hear people saying you get points. Like almost every game of Warzone I've played in the last week, I've gotten at least 2,000 rec points, and I'm not a very good player. If you just get in and put in a decent performance, you're going to get quite a few rec points. And then if you're playing arena trying to get yourself ranked, you're going to get rec points from doing that too. And I mean, there's just it doesn't seem like it's that bad. Now, the one thing that I will agree with people on the criticism of this game is that some of the things you do in campaign should unlock certain armors or unlock like rec points or something like that too. It would have added a nice fun element to the solo campaign that's not there at the moment. But again, in multiplayer, this game is fantastic right now. It really is, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Halo fan. It just really is good. So I definitely highly recommend it to anybody looking for a good multiplayer game. Otherwise, Patchy Spartan signing off for now.